The NASDAQ hit an all-time high about 3 minutes into the session today after closing at a record yesterday. And that was despite another uptick in jobless claims in the U.S., although the figure was much better than expected. Coronavirus also still a concern stateside. More than 4,000 new cases reported in Arizona in a 24-hour span, the most in 6 days. And then Florida reported a record number of deaths in one day at 120. And then as well today, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled a New York prosecutor can have access to the U.S. president's tax returns. Now, at the same time, the price for oil slipped below $40 a barrel, and that put pressure on Bay Street as well. Shares in Canadian cannabis company Hexo moving higher on Bay Street today, with this company branching out. The Canadian company is now selling medical marijuana products in Israel after signing a 2-year agreement with an Israeli cannabis company. Now, this is Hexo's first foray outside of Canada. In the U.S., the stock jumped by close to 20% at one point. Shares in Bed Bath & Beyond got absolutely pounded on word the chain is closing about 200 stores over the next 2 years after its sales slid in the first quarter. The U.S.-based home goods retailer reported its quarterly sales dropped 49% due to temporary store closures amid the pandemic. The company says it had a loss of $302 million U.S. Now, Bed Bath & Beyond, which has 64 stores in Canada, has still not offered specifics on which stores will close. Stock in this company, by the way, down by more than 50% since the start of this year. And employment data set to be released in Canada tomorrow, but a new poll seems to suggest the jobs market may be stalling just 2 months into the rebound. A Bloomberg News poll taken at the end of June by Nanos Research found only 30% of Canadians who either lost their job or were working reduced hours because of the pandemic were either reemployed or working more. And that's little changed from a month earlier. Now, the finding is also consistent with job posting data from Indeed Canada. So this could suggest the disruptions in the job market from the COVID-19 lockdowns are more persistent than expected. We are expecting to hear the Canadian economy added 700,000 jobs last month as provinces continued to reopen. In the 680 Business Center, I'm Chris McCusker.